The arena hums long before the first punch is thrown. Lights blaze down onto the canvas, cutting through the haze of anticipation as thousands of fans rise from their seats, knowing they are about to witness something real, something earned. Flags wave, voices clash, and the tension hangs thick in the air. This is boxing at its core. No shortcuts, no promises, just fists and resolve. From England comes Carl the Jackal Frampton, a fighter molded by discipline, sacrifice, and championship ambition. Once a boy dreaming in Belfast gyms, now a man carrying the weight of expectation on his shoulders. Across the ring stands Horacio Garcia of Mexico, a warrior forged in a country where boxing is survival before sport. Garcia doesn't come for applause, he comes for opportunity. For him, this is a chance to disrupt the narrative, to break the rhythm of a rising star, and remind the world that hunger can be just as dangerous as hype. As the fighters are announced, the noise swells into a roar. The ring becomes an island, isolated under the lights. Trainers step away. The referee calls them in. Two paths, two histories, one destination. Tonight, skill meets heart. Tonight, precision collides with pressure. And as the bell prepares to ring, the air itself seems to pause, because once it does, there's no turning back. The opening bell cracks through the arena, and immediately the difference in styles is clear. Frampton moves lightly, bouncing on his toes, eyes sharp and calculating. He doesn't rush. He never does. Every step is measured, every twitch a question posed to his opponent. Garcia answers those questions the only way he knows how. Forward. He stalks, gloves high, shoulders tight, throwing probing shots to test Frampton's defenses. The early rounds are a chess match disguised as a fistfight. Frampton snaps the jab, quick and precise, touching Garcia's guard, circling just outside danger. Garcia responds with body shots, digging down stairs whenever he gets close, trying to slow the Englishman's feet. The crowd reacts to every exchange, cheers for speed, roars for aggression. Frampton's counters are sharp, slicing through the air with intent, but Garcia absorbs them and keeps coming. There's no fear in his eyes, only focus. You can sense the tension building as both men search for dominance. Frampton is gathering data, timing Garcia's rhythm, while Garcia is testing Frampton's toughness, trying to pull him into exchanges. Neither man gives ground easily. Sweat begins to form, breaths deepen, and the realization sets in. This won't be decided quickly. These rounds aren't about damage, they're about information, and both fighters are learning fast. By the middle rounds, the pace sharpens, and the fight begins to reveal its true shape. Frampton starts to sit down on his punches, his confidence growing with every clean connection. A crisp right hand lands over Garcia's guard, snapping his head back and drawing a gasp from the crowd. The Jackal has found his range. He mixes his attacks now. Head, body, head again, forcing Garcia to reset with every exchange, but Garcia refuses to fade. He presses forward with stubborn determination, throwing looping hooks and forcing Frampton to work in close quarters. This is where heart is tested. Frampton's footwork keeps him safe, but Garcia's pressure creates moments of chaos. The crowd rises as punches trade in the pocket, leather cracking against flesh. Then comes a turning point, a perfectly timed Frampton counter, a sharp left that lands clean and freezes Garcia for just a moment. Not a knockdown, but a statement. The momentum swings. Garcia slows, just slightly, and Frampton senses it. He takes control of the ring, dictating distance, punishing mistakes. The arena buzzes with excitement as fans realize they are watching the fight tilt. Garcia is still dangerous, still throwing, but now he's chasing. Frampton is leading, and in boxing, that difference can decide everything. As the fight enters the later rounds, fatigue creeps into every movement. Shoulders sag, legs feel heavier, and every breath is earned. Garcia's face shows the wear of the battle, but his spirit remains unbroken. He digs deep, throwing with everything left in his tank, knowing time is slipping away. Frampton, calm but focused, continues to pick his shots, refusing to be drawn into reckless exchanges. His experience shines now. He clinches when necessary, angles out of danger, and answers Garcia's aggression with clean, efficient counters. The crowd senses the urgency. Every Garcia flurry brings hope. Every Frampton counter brings control. Sweat sprays with each punch, and the sound of leather echoes through the arena. These are championship rounds, where willpower matters as much as skill. Garcia tries to summon one last surge, throwing wide, desperate shots, but Frampton remains composed, slipping just enough, firing back just enough. It's not domination, it's mastery. The bell rings for the final round, and both men rise from their stools, knowing they've emptied themselves in the pursuit of victory. The final bell sounds, and the crowd erupts in applause. Both fighters stand in the center of the ring, chests heaving, faces marked by effort and pride. Frampton raises a glove, confident but respectful. Garcia nods, knowing he gave everything he had. The judges take their time, scorecards in hand, while the arena buzzes with anticipation. This wasn't a war of knockdowns, it was a battle of styles, discipline versus determination. When the decision is announced, the winner is clear. Carl Frampton, by unanimous decision. The crowd responds with cheers, recognizing not just the victor, but the contest itself. Frampton's hand is raised as he steps closer to his goals, proving once again that precision, patience, and intelligence can overcome relentless pressure. Garcia receives his respect as well, a warrior who pushed forward until the very end. As the lights dim and the fighters leave the ring, one truth remains. Nights like this define careers, and for those who witnessed it, this was more than a fight. It was boxing, exactly as it's meant to be, boxing.